Working. Okay, everything looks like it's working to me. It's pretty sweet. So, last time I did a bunch of these World War II tanks. I did a bunch of bad guys, right? And I hooked them all up with like magnets. Alright, so I'm going to take the driver in and out, or the commander in and out. A bunch of little extra little bits I 3D printed, like that little MG34. Right, some little bits of stowage and stuff. So I figured I should do up some of the good guys too to go with them. So these are the M4 Shermans from the Hit the Beach box, which is pretty awesome. In the Hit the Beach box, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Shermans, including 3 upgrade sprues to make them the bigger turret. Hi, Pupper. My dog is running around in the hallway. So you get 8 Shermans in that box. That box is like $55. It's insane. And then you also get a bunch of Nazi tanks in it too. You get 3 Panzers and some guns and troops and then like a V missile. Crazy shit. But I wanted to build up some of the good guys today since I got some of the bad guys already. And I figured we would do maybe like an M4 Sherman of each kind. I thought might be kind of fun. I lost one of the turrets. I'll wear that too. It's got to be in the box somewhere. But I thought it'd be pretty fun to do some of those up. Let's see what we got. So, we're going to... It looks like if you get this nice big spread in the instructions. And last time we did the whole of the German side of the Clash of Steel box. I have to look at the names because they have so many starter sets. It gets hard to remember all the names. The Clash of Steel box. There's also really like better than these, way better than these instructions on the website, right? And we looked at those last time, and just how nice they were, right? Where they've got little articles about history, they visited tank museums and stuff. It's all pretty cool. But we're gonna go ahead and just use these because I don't think there's that much extra to the Sherman. I think this is pretty much, I think like what you see here is pretty much everything. There's a couple extra little like gas cans and little bits of stowage and stuff on the sprue, right? Like there's a running wheel, there's some tank treads, there's what I think is a battery or something, there's a free gas can, right? Little bits of stowage, but like I think it's pretty much you put those on where you want. And then you can also put on the side skirts, I think, as an option as well, if you wanted the side skirts. So, but everything else I think is just pretty much straight. I don't think there's any like weird nuance to it at all. So, all right. Let's see which one. I'm like, oh, I don't think there's any nuance. Yeah, there's actually different fronts. God damn it. All right, well, we'll build the one with this front. That's what the instructions is using. And then we'll see if we can also magnetize this guy while we build him. Because they do come with pegs, so you don't have to magnetize the turrets and stuff. But I like magnetizing the turrets. I think it's fun. And I think the pegs are... They're a little frictiony, for my opinion. Like I feel like the turret kind of rotates on the top, and I want to be able to rotate the turret without scratching the paint or anything like that. So like this one, right? Like if you look at it, right, looks like a tank. There's actually a super tiny gap in there, and that's to make sure it doesn't really scratch anywhere, right? So technically, yeah, it's not accurate or whatever, but I mean it looks fine from 99.99% of the angles you're going to look at the tank from, so I think it's fine. All right, so let's see. We've got our inner hull here, and we have our wheels, and it looks like they are appropriately keyed. So the one that has 3 holes goes on the 3-hole side. The one that has 2 holes goes on the 2-hole side. Just like with the Panzer IV, I think was that way. One of the German tanks was that way. I don't remember which one. But I really like how they do this, right? It's just really good engineering. Oh man, you can really see the size difference. Look at the size of that wheel well versus that. Oh my god, crazy, huh? Now this is one of the biggest Nazi tanks, but man, that's a big difference. Here's like a regular, right? Crazy. Yeah, there's a photo floating around Reddit a while ago of a Sherman compared to like one of the big stupid like pickup trucks of modern day, and just how much bigger like a modern day truck is than the Sherman. And it's like, Jesus Christ, you know? On one of the bases near my house, there's actually one of these sitting in the one of the intersections, the roundabouts on the base. It's really neat. I will point out one of the few places you'll find roundabouts in Hawaii, military bases. Go. Nice and simple little boy tank. That's cutie. Cutie patootie. Let's zoom in so we get some better tank action. There you go. Nice little tank boy. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got our top. We got our running skirts. Go, and then that's the bottom of our turret. That's the top of our turret. So with the German tanks, I originally had put like magnets like inside of them and all this stuff, but I've kind of stopped doing that because the magnets actually fit really well in this little indent. And we did that last time. One sec. Whoosh. Oh. And it worked really good. So we're going to look at doing it again this time. So last time I had a 3x2 magnet like this. And it just fit. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. Alright. Smaller American tanks. That doesn't work on smaller American tanks. Good to know. Okay. Interesting. I guess that hole is a lot smaller than with the other tank. Yeah, see with the German one, this just like pushed in and it fit perfectly. So it's definitely smaller than regular. Huh. Alright, how do we want to do that then? Let's see. Let's look at some other magnet sizes, I guess. So here we go. We got They don't need the 1 mils, they can go away. You got some 3 mils here. There. God, this hole must be 4 mils. That's really annoying. Oh, it is like, it's like the perfect space between the two. That's so obnoxious. What do we want to do for that? Alright, let's look at the peg real quick for the turret. Because these are not going to work the same way the Nazi tanks work, which is annoying. Alright, so the turret peg goes down in this hole like this. Yeah, hello. There we go. Alright, so that's how the turret peg normally works. And the turret clicks on like that. So that you can see it goes down through that little hole, which is just slightly smaller than 3 mils. And then that fits inside right there. Poop. What are we going to do with you? So, because see, the nice thing about the holes being like the perfect size on the German tanks is it means that the turrets don't rotate off kilter, because the magnet is actually right in the center. Interesting. Because I could just glue 2 3 mils, one in there and one in the turret like that, and it would work, but there's no like guarantee that it's dead in the middle, right? Like, see how the magnet can move around in there? So it means that the turret might spin offline. I'm gonna be super honest, I'm half tempted just to try the peg and see how the peg works on this one. I technically will have extra turrets from these, because I'm going to replace 3 of the tops with the like other Sherman tops. So if I don't like this, as long as I don't glue the top down, it should be okay to try it with one. Yeah, let's try the peg. The magnets don't work as easily as they did on the Nazi tanks for these guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll just try a regular assembly. Boop. There we go. Alright, and then we'll put the peg in there like that. Alright, we'll let that sit to glue. Now, oh, sorry, screwed up ear, still screwed up. Going on 2 months. Alright, so this turret or this tank top is going to go like this. It's going to kind of sit. It feels kind of wrong, to be honest. It feels like it's sitting wrong. Yeah, because it feels kind of like lopsided there. Let's see. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Let's see what we're doing. Huh? Maybe she is supposed to be angled like that. I don't know. does all look like it's connected up. Yes, I guess she is. Interesting. That just looks wrong to the eye. You know, like you'd expect it to be just flat across and not have this little raise there. But yeah, it's how it sits. Interesting. Alright, so that's how she's going to sit. And then if we want to do the running skirts, they'll just clip out and just go like that, essentially. Now the running skirts are probably only on certain models. And the straight tracks are probably only on certain models, but what models they're on, I don't know. But I think the running skirts look cooler. Alright, so if we just do the straight turret, that's how she sits. Yeah, see, the thing that makes me worry about doing the pegs is I don't want it to like scratch the paint, right? And I can feel that it's gliding on the paint there, or it's gliding on the surface there. It's not like free rotating. Right, but like if you rotate this after you paint it, it is going to scratch it. Like it's not sitting just like a millimeter higher like it really should be. You know what I mean? That's why I worry about that when using just the peg. Alright, well let's go ahead and let's put the turret on it. So she's going to get a turret, she's going to get a top gun, and she's going to get a hatch. Now the hatch, like we did before, you can magnetize to add the guy, right? Like we did with the one German tank. Add the commander if you want to. I do that basically by just putting a magnet on the inside, you know. But for this guy, we're gonna keep her closed. Now, I really would like to paint some of these little tanks, but I have not been able to because I've been trying to find bases for them, and all the bases I find just are like wrong sized, just like straight up, like they are the wrong size, and I'm like, huh, not super sure what to do there. You know what I mean? So like I really want to 3D print bases for them. But I just cannot find the correct size bases. Now it does look like they give you 250 cals, which I'm guessing is so you can swap them out. We're going to need the rest of the turret bits. Yeah, so I guess if you wanted to swap out these pieces here with the top being opened or closed, because they give you 250 cals, you could do that. Because this piece is just going to peg down in here like this, right? So if you wanted to swap those in and out, you could. I mean, hell, you could even magnetize those, to be honest. Right? There's a basic hole there. You could just magnetize that down. And then when you wanted to switch it out, switch it to the other one. I like the idea of magnetizing the commanders better, but if it would really bother you to have an open hatch without a commander popping out of it, you could just magnetize them down like that. Now, that isn't a thing that bothers me, but I could see it bothering some people. But I don't mind if the turret hatch is open if there's no commander in it, because to be honest, I'm going to have the commander in it almost every single time. So, alright. So there's our thing, and there's our 50 cal. It is really nice they give you that option, though, right? Like, That's pretty dope. Man, how did you fire the 50 cal from inside, right? There's no way. You had to like stand outside the tank to fire the 50 cal. It's such a big gun. See how it like covers majority of that, like the turret there? There is no way they were able to fire that from inside. Alright, here is our mantle for the gun, for the turret. Like that. Boop. You're going to feel there's a little machine gun there on that as well on the one side. It's going to be kind of hard to see when it's on my klutzy little fingers there, but you know, there is a little machine gun there on one side, which is pretty cool. Alright, and that plugs into the front of the turret once I get this little bit of flashing off of it. There we go. Alright, and then our turret right here. Oh, this is a different turret? It is. Oh shit, you can actually build 3 tanks with this. Interesting. This is the turret it's telling me to use. This one right here. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so on just the standard one, you're going to have 2 different fronts and 2 different turrets. Which is kind of interesting. So that means you're going to be able to build, with one of the upgrade sprues, you're going to be able to build 3 different tanks out of this. Now these pieces aren't going to be, you could probably magnetize the different turrets, or I mean the different barrels for this turret, but you're not going to have a totally separate turret. Like if you wanted to build this top and then swap it with this tank, you could do that. I think that's a little bit extra, but you could do it. But these you would have to magnetize and get all kind of fancy with it to have these 2 different turrets. Because see, there's that one and there's this one right here. Beep beep. Shh. It's weird, there's like a little butt open on the tank. See it? Did I build the ass of the tank wrong, maybe? Is that a thing I did? Hold on, we need to investigate this. There shouldn't be any gaps. Yeah, no, because then it doesn't, it looks weird down there. Hold on, there shouldn't be any gaps in this. There's that, and this. Does she actually like go further in maybe? Is that what's going on? There we go. Oh look, it even fixes that weird angle problem. Interesting. Look at that shit. Okay, look. It fixes that weird angle problem, so now there's equal space between the top of the tread and knot. So these little pieces here actually have little teeth in them that line up with the treads there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we're going to glue this guy down. Now these do hold together so well, I don't think you need to glue them down, but we're going to glue them down. There we go, just like that, just like that. And then that is our first completed Sherman according to the instructions. Now, the other ones are going to be really easy to now slap together and put together really quick. I don't know if I just want to like bang out, knock them all out though, because I'm going to be super honest. I think I want to magnetize the turret somehow, and I just don't know how yet. So I don't think I want to build them all yet in case I need to take this guy apart at some point. But yeah, there she is. And if you want to see the bigger Sherman, I can show you basically a very similar tank right here. This one has the same model turret, but it has this chassis. So what that actually indicates, I don't know, but it does have this model turret with the one hole in it. So this is from Bolt Action. This is like my first American bolt action tank I ever did. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Right, so like I could actually basically use this body instead and like completely recreate this tank. Hold on. The mount for the MG is on the back here, not on the front. Huh. Yeah, that would definitely make more sense if it was on the back for the size of it. But all the instructions here show it on the front. Maybe it like rotates around? I don't think so. Huh, interesting. But yeah, you can see it's definitely the same turret. This one, of course, doesn't have the antenna that this one does. But yeah, that's really cool. Really cute little patootie tank. Maybe I built the thing for that one wrong. But yeah, there she is. That's one of our bolt action tanks all built up. One of the good guy tanks, ready to rock. Alright, I am pretty out of steam today, so I'm going to call it there. I know we are only half an hour in, and I usually stream for an hour, but I'm going to go ahead and call it there because I'm pretty out of steam. But the bolt action tank's pretty cool. Definitely some differences compared to the Flames of War tank. I'm sorry, the bolt action tank, this is the Flames of War little tank here. Definitely pretty cool. Went together really nice once I understood where all the parts were supposed to go. It's definitely pretty cool. And it is really neat to see the difference just in scale between the good guy and bad guy tanks. Right? Like, look at that. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? Man, that's nutter. Or even like this thing. This thing's almost big enough to be a fucking bolt action tank. Right? Compare it. Like, look at that. It's insane. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for watching me build little tanks. We'll build some more. I was going to play Bangarang today, but I'm going to be super honest. I just don't have the energy to play Bangarang today. So we will definitely do that in the future. just don't have the energy to roll the dice and play all the game and stuff. But definitely looking forward to it. I am working on my bead bots, my like Gunpla bead bots for it that we built last week still. So, all right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys for watching.